Turning Joy Bangla into a national slogan is an achievement for the nation, said Prime Minister. RAB recovered crystal meth called ice worth around Taka 50 crore. 5 people arrested. At least 5 people burned in a gas cylinder explosion at a godown in Malibag. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Mytv English News. I'm Zaman with you in the newsroom today. You are watching the headlines, now the details. Turning Joy Bangla into a national slogan is an achievement for the nation, said Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. She said that the slogan was set by father of the nation and gradually it has become the national slogan of the country. The Prime Minister said this while conferring Bangabandhu Science and Technology Fellowship, NST Fellowship and Special Research Donations Program from Ganu Bhavan, connecting through a video conference today. At the same time, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina urged the scientists and researchers of the country to work for the national development and utmost diligence and responsibility. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir has called upon all to unite to build a prosperous country. He said this after paying homage at the funeral of Hero Mahashangho Shuddhananda Mahathiro at the Buddhist community at Bashabu of the capital today. He also accused the government of opposing people of opposition ideology by depriving them of their democratic rights. Amir Khushru Mahmud Chaudhry, the leader of the party, spoke of building a united movement for the protection of democratic and constitutional rights. A meeting of the central leaders with Chatpur District Awami League was held at the party's central office on Bangabandhu Avenue. In the meeting, Joint General Secretary of Awami League Mahbubul Alam Hanif said that knowing that 2 top leaders of the BNP will not be able to take part in the election legally, the party leaders are now shamelessly making controversial statements about the Election Commission. The government will take action if law and order deteriorates in the name of BNP rally, said Information and Broadcasting Minister Hassan Mahmood. They said this in a separate meeting in the capital. RAB has recovered crystal meth called ice worth around Taka 50 crore today. 5 people, including the main mastermind, have been arrested. Commander Khandukar Al-Moin, director of RAB's Legal and Media Wing, said the ring sometimes carried large consignment of dangerous drug ice on riverbanks, sometimes in jails and sometimes behind the salt traders. The gang used to give the horrible drug called ice to the rich people using different techniques. Khandukar Al-Moin also said that there are various cases against many of them, including drug cases. At least 5 people have been burned in a gas cylinder explosion at a godown in Malibag, Rampura of the capital. All of them have been admitted to Sheikh Hasina National Institute of Burn and Plastic Surgery. The victims were Muhammad Siddiqur Rahman Siddiq, Muhammad Helaluddin, Muhammad Nadir Ali, Muhammad Nur Nabi and Muhammad Yusuf Ali. The blast took place in Chaudhuri Para area of Malibag at around 1 a.m. on Wednesday night. The burned victims were rescued and sent to Sheikh Hasina National Institute of Burn and Plastic Surgery at around 2:30 p.m. Meanwhile, the condition of 4 of the burned victims is critical. Actress Nipunkar has appealed against the High Court's verdict regarding the post of General Secretary of Bangladesh Film Artists Association. She applied to the concerned branch of the Appellate Division today. A High Court bench comprising Justice Mamun Rashid and Justice Khandukar Diliruzzaman on Wednesday declared Zaid Khan's candidature for the post of General Secretary of the Film Artists Association as valid. The court also ruled that the decision of the Appellate Board of the Artists Association to reject Zaid's candidature was invalid. Mourning continues at the house of sailor Hadithur Rahman, who was killed in an attack on a Bangladeshi ship stranded in Ukraine due to the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war. Hadithur's home is in Kodomtola village of Hasnabad Union of Begoti Union of Borguna. Hadithur had spoken to his parents over phone 2 days ago. Hadithur's younger brother kept crying while telling the news of his brother's death. Hadithur Rahman's family has requested to bring back the body to the country. 5 days ago, Hadithur informed his mother on mobile phone that he was trapped in the war. The family has been in fear ever since, but the fear came true in the end. A flight carrying 114 Bangladeshi passengers from Libya landed at Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport. The passengers tried to reach Italy via Libya. They are currently stationed at the transit point. These passengers went to Dubai, Oman and Malaysia on visit visas from Bangladesh at different times of 2021. From there, it went to Libya through bank brokers, and from there the brokers took it to Tripoli and put it in the game room. They were detained by Libyan police and army at various times. Brokers have taken about 11 to 15 lakh takas from the victims. Some of the passengers have been jailed for 6 months and some for 9 months. Later, they were brought back to Bangladesh with the UN outpass. Now, international news. The Russian invasion of Ukraine is in its 8th day. The proposal has also been passed by the UN General Assembly, backed by the majority of countries, to halt the Russian attacks. Meanwhile, Russia has already stepped up attacks on major Ukrainian cities. People have left the country in panic. Yasir Arafat has more.
The result of the vote is...
A resolution has been passed by the UN General Assembly calling for an immediate end to the attacks in Ukraine. 141 countries of the world voted in favor of this proposal and 5 countries voted against it. 35 countries abstained from voting. The International Criminal Court (ICC) has also launched an investigation into possible Russian war crimes in Ukraine.
The same truth was clear in the rapid mobilization.
Russia, meanwhile, has stepped up its attack on Ukraine from 3 directions. Russian forces have also stepped up attacks on key cities in the country. The local administration has claimed that Russia has occupied Kherson in Ukraine.
Russians continue denying.
However, the Pentagon claimed that the 40-mile-long Russian contingent bound for Kyiv was somehow blocked on its way to Kiev but did not provide the details.
That they don't want to continue to provoke.
Meanwhile, the United Nations says 1 million people have fled Ukraine and taken refuge in neighboring countries. So many people in Ukraine become refugees in just 7 days of the Russian invasion.
Had seized the area around the facility.
Meanwhile, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov expressed fears of a third world war between Russia and Ukraine. He said that if the third world war started now, it will turn into a nuclear war, and then everyone's danger will increase.
Nuclear weapons. Lavrov.
His remarks are not just a warning to the world's most powerful nations, but have been the subject of much debate among the expert community. The United States has suspended a pre-planned long-range ballistic missile test in the wake of ongoing tensions with Russia over nuclear weapons.
Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile test launch scheduled for this week to be postponed.
Yasir Arafat, MyTV News Desk.
Threats and sanctions are not going to stop Russian President Vladimir Putin. Western heads of states are busy trying to figure out how to stop Russia and Putin. Is it still possible to stop Putin? This question arises. So naturally, everyone is curious about this powerful person. Jubair Rahman has more.
Which Putin saw as a huge victory.
Grandpa Spiridon Putin was a chef, and Father Spiridonovich Putin was on the Soviet Navy. Vladimir Putin, the most powerful leader in the world's largest country, was born on October 7, 1952 in then Leningrad.
Apartment shared by 6 people.
From a young age, Putin was addicted to fighting and conflict. From that intoxication, he learned judo to keep up with his peers.
Activities like martial arts.
Although he spent his childhood in a difficult environment, his dream was to work in the KGB, the intelligence agency of then Soviet Union. Putin, who studied law, just joined the KGB after finishing university. He later held a high position in the KGB.
into a disciplined, hard-working.
In 1999, Yeltsin stepped down as a president and announced Vladimir Putin as acting president. Putin won the March 2000 presidential election by a landslide victory.
Still operating more on a behind-the-scenes.
When Russia came to power for the fourth time in 2018, it established itself worldwide, wanting to rebuild its country as a superpower.
His own country within.
His fighting spirit has been expressed at different times. In 2015, he said, "If a fight is inevitable, then you have to take the first blow." The Russian president also mentioned that he had learned such lessons from the street of Leningrad 50 years ago. And that's what Russia's longest-serving leader did in Ukraine.
Experience as an intelligence officer.
Rahman, MyTv News Desk.
We're about to the end. The headlines once again. Turning Joy Bangla into a national slogan is an achievement for the nation, said Prime Minister. RAB recovered crystal meth cold ice worth around Taka 50 crore. 5 people arrested. At least 5 people burned in a gas cylinder explosion at a godown in Malibak. Proposal passed by the UN General Assembly to halt the Russian attack on Ukraine. And Afghanistan is chasing 156 runs by the Tigers in their first T20. That's all for now. To join MyTv News online, please visit YouTube/MyTvNews, and to watch all our program, visit YouTube/MyTvBangla, Facebook/MyTvBangla, and Twitter/MyTvBangla. Our next news bulletin will be telecast in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Stay connected. Allah Hafiz.